Hello everybody, it's day 10 and we are painting this adorable little stocking with some pen details, of course, at the end. Very simple. We're using a crayon for our little painting today to do the wax resist technique, and I hope you have fun with this. Let's do it. We're going to start with a simple sketch. I'm going to do the little furry part up here. You can see it's wobbly. Hopefully you can see. You can zoom in if you can't. Leaving enough space up here for my little greenery. And then we're going to just draw in our little stocking here. Be as narrow or wide as you would like it. There you go. And your pencil lines don't have to be perfect. We're going to be adding pen at the end. And to start off with, I'm using my approximately 20-year-old Crayola crayon. And there's a lot of things you can do here. You can do polka dots. You could do a snowflake, would be really pretty. You could do horizontal stripes, vertical. You could write the word joy, something like that. I'm going to just do some diagonal stripes. And the key here, first of all, it's hard to see when you're doing this because it's white on white. But the key is to press really hard. So I'm going to show you how many times I'm pressing hard. I'm going over it a few times. And it can be a little messy because when all is said and done, just because you can't see what you're doing. And so sometimes the lines double up, but really it's just a cute little stocking that is handmade, and I think anybody would love it. This would be fun for kids. Okay, let me speed you through the rest of these. You can see I'm going over them several times because you really want the wax to be thick on there so it will resist the water. Okay, so that is finished. Let me see if I can slant it in a way that you can see the lines. See that? They're just diagonal. They're not perfect. It's going to look homemade, and I think that's the beauty of it. I am starting with water on my brush. I'm going to put a little bit of Payne's Gray in there just so you can see what I'm doing here a little bit maybe. And I'm just filling in our little furry cuff of the little stocking here. And I think my diagonal lines, my crayon lines, went a little bit up into this furry part, so that's okay. Again, it's going to be handmade looking. So I've got that with water. You can see there's water in there. It's not running, but you can see it's like nice and shiny. So that's what we're going for. And then I'm going to grab some Payne's Gray for just some of the shadows that will be in our fur. And it's going to look really blue right now. You're like, wait, is that supposed to be white fur or blue fur? It's white. It'll be white-ish with some shadows. And now I'm wiping my brush off on my towel, and then I'm just going to dab in here and soak up some of that color. Now, again, it's going to look really blue possibly right now. I never quite know what it's going to look like on screen, but it looks blue. And once we put the red paint in, it's going to lighten this up quite a bit. I'm going to put just a little spot kind of maybe here and there for extra little shadows. Okay, we're going to let that dry. This is completely dry. That is important right now. And I've got some Madder Red watered down on my brush. And I am just going to start painting in the stocking portion. Being careful not to get up into the white. It's not super like life-changing if you do, but you know, we're just trying to keep it clean here. And do you see what's happening? Our crayon, the wax from the crayon is resisting our water. And so we have these nice white stripes. Isn't that satisfying? Again, how fun would this be for kids? And you could draw the stocking for them or just have them draw a circle, trace cookie ornaments, or not ornaments, cookie cutters. And yeah, just have fun. They could write their name in crayon. and then see it appear when they put paint over it. There's lots of fun things we could do with this. All right, so I'm just getting this light wash down to start with. Plenty of water, not very much paint, because madder red is actually quite a bold color that I love. And now that this is all done there, I am going to grab some, let me show you what I'm doing. So the first thing I did was I just had a watered down version of the madder red there. Now I'm going to actually just be dipping into this, like very lightly. I'm just going to kind of dip the tip of it, wipe it off a little bit, and then bring it in, because I want it to be darker in spots, or maybe all over. We'll see. Sometimes have a vision and it doesn't work, because actually, like when I just stopped and showed you what I'm using for paint, that first layer dried pretty quickly, and so it's not really doing what I wanted it to do, because I like, you know me, I like the wet on wet technique, and it's not really working because it dried, but that's okay. I still like this. I actually love this. I think it's so pretty. And you don't need instruction for coloring, so I'm just going to speed you through while I color the rest. I'm going to just darken it up a little bit. My liking. Maybe put a little bit darker underneath the cuff. That just makes sense to me. You can see if I get too much paint in there, it's like going over the wax. So I'm just going to kind of clean some of that up. So yeah, you gotta kind of know when to stop, right? So let's let that dry. Next, I am going to use a 005 micron pen. You could use paint, you could use a pencil. Yeah, you could just go right in with paint. I just am doing this for kind of like the little branches of the greenery that I'm putting in here. And let's just do maybe one like that, and then a couple offshoots maybe. Here, one there. We'll just see how this goes. Then I'm going to grab, I'm actually going to use quite a small brush for this. I'm going to use my size 0 brush, which is very small. Compared to my size 6, I've got tree green on my brush here. And I'm just going to start doing wispy lines. They can cross over, they can go in different directions. Yeah, just have fun with it. I actually love making these little wispy lines. Sometimes they get a little thick, and that's okay too, because in the end, it all just works out. This is going to be our first layer of pine needles. And then we're going to let it dry and add a little bit darker on top for some depth and interest. But first, I'm going to speed you through this just because, you know, we're just drawing little lines here. And once those needles are completely dry, I'm coming in with a darker green. Mine is olive green. And we're just going to put them on top. Not trying to be exact. They can go different directions again. All good, all good. It just gives it some nice varying shades of green for us. And here again in a sec, I will speed you up through this repetitive portion. You can always pause if you're painting with me and then just paint your lines in. We all paint at different speeds anyway. Now these spots where my paint went over, it just happens sometimes. I'm just bringing my white gel pen in. One thing you can do if you don't want to like go this route is you can just do your initial wash of the light red, the really diluted red, and you can then come in just around the wax and just kind of tap in there. It's all good. Do you see what we're doing? Where it didn't reach up there, I'm just kind of moving, not trying to be like super precise with anything. I actually like the little dots in there, but if you don't, just push extra hard on with your crayon. So our greenery is very dry now. So I'm going to come in with some rose red and add some berries to the greenery. So just wherever you think you might want a few berries. And that looks good to me. Now, you can finish this off with pen detail, which I'm going to do. I've got a size 005, and I'm just outlining, so I'm going to speed you through this as well. And slowing you down here just to show, I don't know why randomly, I'm just drawing a black line in the red portions of our stocking. I just love the black scratchy lines here and there, just gives it a feeling of a nice messy sketch, which I really enjoy. And then I'm going to add some more black lines just throughout the greenery as well. Um, Optional, all optional. It was beautiful without the pen details. So if you are not a pen detail person, just leave it as it was before I started doing this. And lastly, I'm just going to put little white dots on some of the berries. Just a little reflection. They barely show up anyway because the berries are so little, but it makes a nice little difference. If you wanted to personalize this, you could write somebody's name in there. That would be pretty cute. Okay, day 10. We're on the home stretch here. Hope to see you tomorrow for day 11.